Hi there, Internet Associate. It's Anthony, and I'm about to watch another episode of Dexter. So, this is season 3, episode 3, and it's called The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Never know what to expect with these episodes of Dexter. The titles usually end up tying in a really cool but kind of abstract way. So, can't wait to see what's going to happen this time. At the end of last episode, Dexter kind of got caught in a murder, but luckily, Miguel Prado, he just thought it was like, kind of a crime of passion and he was trying to get revenge or whatnot. He didn't associate it with Dexter being a serial killer or anything. So that should be interesting now, especially now that he got that blood on his shirt, Miguel. So can't wait to see where they're going to take us next, man. Dexter's always a roller coaster, so I'm just excited for the ride. That was so corny. But anyway, this is Dexter, season 3, episode 3. The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Aww.
So there it is. I'm going to be a father.
I'm very happy about that. In fact, I'm a little too happy to the point where I'm kind of suspicious, now that he's starting to accept it more, it's like, can this go well? Will Dexter actually have a child in this show? Obviously, it seems like that's going to happen, but at the same time, I can't imagine how that's even going to work or fit in. So I'm interested to see that. But it's one of those things where it's like, because I know it's a TV show, and I know how things go, it makes me nervous. I'm like, if Dexter starts getting too accepting of this thing, I'm like, is something going to happen to the baby? Or I don't know. It's like I start getting nervous when characters get happy in TV shows. So I'm like, this is only going to last so long. But regardless, that's just me thinking in my paranoid TV viewer manner, always expecting something to go wrong. But outside of that context or that way of looking at it, I'm definitely very happy to see that Dexter is starting to accept this whole fatherhood thing, at least for now. And it's looking like he's actually going to be in this child's life. I definitely think that's a great thing. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to see what that'll actually look like when it does come about, when the kid is actually born or whatnot. And Dexter is actually just walking around with a child to take care of while also serial killing. That'll be very interesting to see. But also with this episode, first of all, I thought it was a great episode. Of course, Dexter is just always they never miss the mark at this point. I like every episode of Dexter. That kind of goes without saying. I really enjoyed this show. But man, Dexter killing that dude this episode just has me feeling kind of weird because I'm like, that wasn't in your code, man. And at least before you were sticking to the code, so it's like us as an audience, we can look at it and be like, okay, well, we know Dexter, this is Dexter's code. He's staying consistent with it. We know he's going to kill people that kill people. Yeah, it's morally dubious. It's obviously not something somebody should do in real life. But at the same time, it's like, we can get behind it still, kind of. We can. It's not so bad we can't root for Dexter. We still want to root for Dexter. This is starting to feel like it could be a slippery slope, though. Yeah, you start off killing people that kill. Now you're killing people that, prey on children. Still pretty bad. Yeah, they didn't kill anybody, but they prey on children. Still pretty bad. But are you the person that should say that they deserve to die? They deserve to go to jail. Like that guy did, and he still deserves to go to jail again, considering what he's doing. But did he deserve to die? Is Dexter the one to say that? And then eventually, what if he decides, oh, I want to, murder people that, assault people, that are violent towards people. Then, oh, wait, now this guy is, stealing from somebody. Should I go murder him? Oh my goodness, this guy just cut me off in traffic. Guess I gotta murder him now. It kind of feels like it could be a bit of a slippery slope, Not that I think that's what's gonna happen to Dexter, but it's like, just in theory, you can't go outside of the code. You know what I mean? That's why your whole life you've been training. The code, yeah, a big part of it is you not getting caught, and a big part is bringing those people the justice that you feel they deserve. But it's also making sure that you're keeping a certain standard for yourself. I'm talking directly to you, Dexter. It's making sure that you're keeping a certain standard for yourself. You know what I mean? And saying, I might be a serial killer, but I'm not a serial killer without a conscience. I'm not a serial killer that just kills arbitrarily. And, keeping a consistent standard to that, I think is vital. Now it looks like, I think I even talked about this. I actually talked about this in the first season, didn't I? Not the first season, but the first episode at the end of the first one. because they brought it up. Dexter was talking about change and altering the code. So I was like, I imagine this season is going to be Dexter kind of saying, okay, I've come to accept that I'm a serial killer. It doesn't matter whether that's good or bad. But now with this code, how do I make this my own or whatnot? And that is what they've kind of been talking about this season. Now, I'm not sure I'm liking the direction it's going, though. I mean, I like the direction it's going from a writing standpoint. But just from the standpoint of what Dexter is doing, I'm like, oh, man, I don't think this is the way that you need to be altering the code. You shouldn't just be killing anybody. You know what I mean? Let me read what this thing says right here. It says, Dexter encounters a fellow predator, but this one is a pedophile. A murderous, yeah. Fellow predator, but it's a pedophile. That's, I mean, like, it's interesting how they, you know, drew that kind of that parallel there. Like, yeah, they're both predators in a way. And the people he usually preys on are also predators in some ways, but this was a bit different. So yeah, it just opens up all these doors of where can this go from here? Like, will he just start killing other types of people too? Like, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna get that far, but it could in theory. You know what I mean? That's why I just don't think this is a good thing for Dexter to be doing. Miguel Prado is a really cool character. I'm enjoying him. I'm liking how Dexter as a TV show, not the character, every season, you know, they tell these sort of contained stories and whatnot where they bring in a sort of different cast of characters. You know what I mean? Obviously, the central group is still there, but every season they'll bring in a few fresh faces that, you know, kind of give that season its own specific vibe and its own specific world. So Miguel Prado is definitely my favorite new character so far from this season. Just because I really like this whole weird tension that is in every scene that he has with Dexter, where I still haven't completely figured out what his angle is and how genuine he's being. And he wants to make you think he's being genuine, and he does a good job at it. But at the same time, I'm like, there still might be more to this. So I like how they're doing that. Like, maybe there's more to it, or maybe there's not. But regardless, they're doing a great job of writing it so that you are on your toes and you just don't know for sure. So I think that's really interesting. Quinn, I'm hoping that we start, you know, kind of getting into what's going on with Quinn, because I don't want to just keep on doing this whole thing of, you know, he's doing something, but we don't know what it is. We don't know why that lady wants her to look into Quinn or whatnot. So I kind of want to start get the ball rolling on what exactly is going on with Quinn, because I guess his character isn't, to me personally, doesn't feel interesting enough to warrant this mystery just yet, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I'd either want for his character to be a little bit more interesting for this whole mystery thing to be drawn out more, or I just want to kind of know what's going on with him so that he'll be more interesting. Because right now, the Quinn character, I'm just not completely sold on him yet. The CI guy, he's been an entertaining addition. I mean, you know, I don't really have any like super I don't know, strong or negative thoughts about him. You know, I mean, strong thoughts in general about him. He's been there. I thought he's been a cool addition. And, you know, him and Deb have had some cool scenes. And I'm wondering if they're headed somewhere with him and Deb. I don't know. But so he's been a cool addition there. And, you know, and then this baby, you know, that's inside of Rita. Don't like them, like their personality, they get on my nerves. Like, they're my least favorite character of the show so far. I'm just like, why are you, every time they do something, I'm like, why are you doing this? I'm just playing. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So this was a fun episode. I definitely enjoyed it. Let's see, am I getting everything? I think I got everything I want to say pretty much for this episode. I'm just really interested to see where we're gonna go with Miguel Prado from here, because there just seems to be a lot going on there that we don't know yet, and I'm excited to see. He definitely feels like the kind of the Lundy replacement, if you will, for this season. Like, it feels like he's taking up a similar space to Lundy as last season, except this time he's developing a relationship with Dexter, whereas Lundy was developing the relationship with Rita. So yeah, but you know, Dexter always, the show, they never miss a mark for me. I'm loving it, really enjoying this. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Like the video if you liked it, and, you know, subscribe if you want to see more. If you're watching on YouTube, then you can head on over to Patreon for the full uncut reactions weeks ahead of the YouTube schedule. That's going to be it for now, and I will see you all later.